classroom. It is Monday morning. The students are in the classroom. The classroom is big and bright. There are many desks and many chairs. The teacher's desk is at the front. There is a whiteboard on the wall. There are pictures on the wall too. The windows are open. The air feels cool and fresh. The students sit at their desks. They take out their books. They take out their pencils and pens. They put their bags on the floor. They are ready to start the lesson. The teacher comes in. Her name is Miss Green. She smiles and says, "Good morning, class." The students say, "Good morning, Miss Green." The classroom is quiet now. Everyone is ready to learn. Miss Green writes on the whiteboard. She writes, "Today's lesson, English." She says the word English slowly. The students look at the board. They repeat the word English. Miss Green says, "Good, very good." She points to a picture on the board. It is a picture of a classroom. She asks, "What is this?" A student says, "It is a desk." Another says, "It is a chair." Miss Green smiles again. She says, "Yes, desk, chair. Very good." The teacher walks around the classroom. She looks at the students' books. Some students write in their notebooks. Some students read from their books. Miss Green helps a student. She says, "Can you write this word again?" The student writes the word slowly. The teacher says, "Good job." There is a big clock on the wall. The clock shows the time. It is 9 o'clock now. Miss Green says, "Let's read a short story." She gives the students a small book. The book is about a cat and a dog. The students open the book. They read together, slowly and clearly. The story says, "The cat is on the mat. The dog is under the table." The students read and smile. They like the story. Miss Green asks, "Where is the cat?" A student says, "The cat is on the mat." She says, "Good. And where is the dog?" The students say, "The dog is under the table." The teacher says, "Very good, class." She writes the new words on the board: cat, dog, mat, table. She says each word slowly. The students repeat after her. They say, cat, dog, mat, table. Miss Green says, "Great work." Now she says, "Let's practice writing." The students open their notebooks. They write the 4 words again and again. The teacher walks and helps. She says, "Check your spelling." The students look at the board and write. They are happy to learn. After that, Miss Green says, "Let's count." She writes numbers on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The students say the numbers. They count the desks. They count the chairs. They count the books. Miss Green says, "How many students are here?" The students count together. They say, 1, 2, 3, 20. She says, "Good. There are 20 students in the classroom." Now it is time to sing. The teacher says, "Let's sing an English song." The students like to sing. They stand up and sing, "Hello, hello, how are you?" They sing slowly and smile. The classroom feels happy and warm. After the song, they sit down again. The teacher says, "Let's learn colors." She holds up a red pen. She asks, "What color is this?" The students say, "Red." She holds up a blue book. She asks, "What color is this?" The students say, "Blue." Then she shows a green board. She asks, "What color is this?" The students say, "Green." Miss Green writes the color words on the board: red, blue, green. The students repeat the words. They write the words in their notebooks. They color pictures in their books. Some color apples red. Some colored the sky blue. Some colored the grass green. They enjoy the color lesson. Now Miss Green says, "Let's spell." She writes the word pen on the board. She says, P-E-N. The students repeat, P-E-N. Then she writes book. She says, B-O-O-K. The students spell the word together. The teacher claps her hands and smiles. It is now 10 o'clock. Miss Green says, "Time for a short break." The students close their books. They go outside. They talk and laugh. Some eat snacks. Some drink water. Some play near the classroom door. They have 10 minutes to rest. After the break, they come back. The teacher says, "Please sit down." They sit and open their books again. Miss Green says, "Let's talk." She asks, "What do you see in the classroom?" A student says, "I see a desk." Another says, "I see a board." A girl says, "I see a clock." Miss Green says, "Good, very good." She says, "Let's say it again." The students repeat, "I see a desk, I see a chair, I see a board." The teacher says, "Excellent, you speak English well." The students smile and feel proud. Now the teacher gives a small test. She writes 5 words from today. The students write desk, chair, board, cat, dog. They show their notebooks. Miss Green says, "Good job, class. You are learning well." The clock shows 11 o'clock. Miss Green says, "Class is over. See you tomorrow." The students say, "Goodbye, Miss Green." They pack their bags. They put away their books and pens. They walk slowly out. The classroom is quiet again. The sun shines through the window. The lesson is finished, and it was a good day.